this Elwood is missing her Jake. So if anybody could locate one for me, especially one that likes dogs, I would really like to talk to them. It's Monday, which means it's Medical Alert Dog Monday, where I answer your questions about medical alert dog training. As you know, each week I come to you with a socialization item, and this week's socialization item is Blues Brothers themed. And this is actually based on an experience that I had going to the Toy Man Toy Show, and there were cosplay players there. That would be people dressed up like kittens and elves and princesses, and it was a really great place to socialize Homer and the other puppies to people who are maybe dressed up in costumes and have large eyes and are furry or have large heads or don't have eyes at all. So I highly recommend that you get your dog around a cosplay type environment, or maybe a Star Trek convention or something like that, to get your dog used to people who look differently or act differently. Because, there are people who walk around in cosplay outfits for their entire lives, and you do not want your dog barking or growling at them. And again, the way that we do that is we use food, because food overwhelms the anxiety center of the brain. All right, so this Medical Alert Dog Monday is actually not predicated on an actual question. It's actually an apology for being incredibly naive. So from 2004 until 2015, I lived in one of the most dog-obsessed locations in the entire United States, and that would be in Seattle, Washington. So it seems like for every fourth person in Seattle, there was a dog attached to the side of them. That meant that there was an entire industry built up around this dog culture. And even though I had traveled all around the United States with one of my personal service dogs, and I'd taken like at least 50 airplane rides with my dogs, most of those trips were to dog training conferences and continuing education conferences, where I was continually shielded from the lack of dog culture in the local communities. So after moving to Waterloo, Illinois, which is about 30 minutes from St. Louis, Missouri, I now realize how hard it is for the vast majority of my students to access resources to help them train a dog that is suitable for public access as a class-trained service dog. In the St. Louis metropolitan area, I have been continually harassed by public access grantors and the general public while just attempting to enjoy my life as a person with a service dog. So this included a situation in which my life was threatened by just me, having the gall to actually go into a public restroom with my service dog, and another situation in which I was harassed by a violently angry woman who was very mad at me for bringing a service dog near a child's play area. She got so angry that she literally stopped nursing her infant son, ran at her child with her boobs flopping in my face, and swooped down and picked up her child and said, "My child's not trained to be around dogs." And she literally, after she got done with that interaction, she stood there and argued with me and said that I had no right to be there with my service dog, and that then she eventually walked off with her child and her other child that she was nursing, and went up to the security office and had security come down and try and tell me that I had no right to be in a child-friendly area of the mall with my service dog. This stuff never really happened to me when I was in Seattle. Additionally, in the St. Louis area, when I go to community events where there are literally hundreds of people, there's literally like 4 dogs. And I'm not talking of 4 service dogs. I'm talking like 4 dogs for hundreds of people. So it's been very difficult for me to socialize my dogs to other dogs and it's requiring me to drive over an hour each way to Purina Farms, which is a kind of a dog event center, and it's over an hour each way to be able to socialize my dogs to other dogs. To make things even worse, I have found a significant lack of an experienced positive reinforcement training community in the local area. The Seattle community was full of positive reinforcement trainers who continually made commitments to hosting world-renowned trainers right at my doorstep, and it just so happened that there were several world-renowned trainers actually living in the Seattle area within a 30-minute drive of me that took me under their wings for years. So I miss this level of commitment to education and the camaraderie of the community. It meant that I always had trainers to refer students to, and if my pet dogs were having issues with dog reactivity, I always had someone I felt comfortable dealing with in the community to refer someone to. Taking all these things into consideration, I now have to drastically change my approach to how my students will be able to succeed given the lack of socialization environments, a lack of positive reinforcement training resources, and a hostile public. In the coming months, I will be providing and selling a basic obedience training course to teach your dog how to do stuff like coming when called, leave it, stay, sit down, stuff like that. A basic public access course where I will teach you how to go to a restaurant with your dog, how to get on an airplane with your dog, how to use the restroom with your dog, just stuff like that. I will be also teaching a puppy socialization class online and teaching you how to take an 8-week-old puppy to an 8-month-old puppy and socialize it properly in small steps so that you do not end up overwhelming your dog and causing permanent psychological damage to it and preventing it from being able to become a service dog in the first place. Additionally, I will be redoing my entire online video series for task training your own service dog called Diabetic Alert Dog University, and I will be revamping it so that it will address POTS training, migraine alert dog training, seizure alert dog, and other experimental types of alert dogs. So I apologize that it's taken me so long to do this, but I just did not understand what many of my students were dealing with outside of the Seattle area. So what do you think of my confession about my naivete? Do you think I was living in a bubble expecting my students from all over the country to be able to find resources in their local area to help them succeed in training a public-ready service dog? Do you like my solution to this problem? Leave a comment on our YouTube channel or go to servicedogacademy.com. So we just happen to have a litter of Labradoodles that are coming up between Thanksgiving and Christmas of 2018. If you're interested in getting one of our puppies, watch our free 1.5-hour class on how to not get scammed by a breeder by going to our website at servicedogacademy.com and then clicking on the Get a Dog heading. Additionally, again, just like I was talking about, to ensure that you are successful with training your dog, our puppies come with resources. They come with the 4 online videos that I was talking about there. They come with a basic obedience course. They come with the basic public access course. They come with the basic socialization course, and they come with the task training course as well. So when you get one of your puppies from us, we want to make sure that you are as successful as possible. If you are interested in training your own medical alert dog in the comfort of your own home, you can view our online video program at diabeticalertdoguniversity.com, and the first video is even free. If you have a question about training your own medical alert dog or purchasing a medical alert dog, please email me at info@servicedogacademy.com, and I will try to answer your question in one of our next YouTube videos. Please be sure to share this video with your friends and subscribe to our email list, as well as subscribing to our YouTube channel, and click that little alert button to be notified when we post the new videos. Want one-on-one attention and can't come to St. Louis? That's okay. Thanks to the internet, I can transcend space and time. So I frequently Skype with students all around the world. This allows me to see you and you to see me, and me to demo training methods with my dog and correct anything that you're doing with your dog in a great one-on-one environment. It allows me to help you through any problems or concerns that you're having about medical alert dog training in a personal one-on-one training session. I just want to remind you that you can change your life with the use of a self-trained medical alert dog. All it really takes is time, patience, a dog with the right temperament, and working with the right experienced trainer. I now have over 150 medical alert dogs trained all across the United States for diabetes, migraines, POTS, AFib alert, and other experimental alert dogs that I might be sharing with you in upcoming videos. I hope that you can soon be one of Service Dog Academy's life-saving medical alert dog family members.